more than that. But that's just because we have fun and she gets annoyed, and not with me, but just with her life sometimes. And I get annoyed with my life, so we just kind of get fucked up sometimes.
Yeah.
Just, just talking, having a conversation. He's a friend and always has been nothing but a friend.
Yeah, that's cool.
One of the nice people I ever met.
Right. Sounds like she's genuine. Mm-hmm. Helps cohabitate with you.
Well, no, she doesn't live with me, no.
Oh, she lives here, though.
No, no, dear.
She just hangs.
She hangs. I mean, we used to be neighbors, and she did cohabitate here temporarily.
Here you go. Get this one.
That
one's already started.
No, but you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Due to some misconsiderations, yeah, she did stay here for a while. And then her and I got into a debate. But I won't go into the details. There's no need.
All right, that's okay.
Because, well, it's not anything. It's a long story, and I'm not going to go into the houses and details.
No, that's cool. It's all good.
She's probably one of the nicest people I've ever met. As a person, she's fabulous.
Nice.
I was trying to figure it out through my phone. I'll see if your phone's like one of my other phones, so that we can let you get some internet.
What?
And of course, this young lady could out-talk anybody in the 72.
In the what's the 72 mean?
72 counties.
That's Wisconsin?
Yes.
Oh, shit. All right.
Yeah, I'd be.
Okay. So,
a night
what's the
flyer,
definition of a night flyer?
If you have to have the lights on, it means she has a really ugly face. But basically, she's a woman you don't care about. You're just with to have 1-2 pump quitter. Okay? So you invite
what?
it over.
A 1-2
pump quitter. Okay? So you invite her over, and on the way to the bedroom, you shut off all the lights. Now remember, women follow, so you never really look at her. You just get busy and leave. Lasts about 20 minutes.
Okay, that's a night flyer?
Night flyer, the girl you don't want to look at and you kick out right after. So you invite her over at night.
I can't imagine the whole process of saying, we're done, now you got to leave. Does that really happen?
Yes, that really happened.
Because I seen, man, what movie was that? Freaking Bridesmaids or something like that? When the dude's all like, okay, time to go. And she's all like, what?
That was the mockery. So she's a night flyer, but the lights were on.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
She's a night flyer.
At least as I see it. I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
I had the same discussion with my brother and a couple other people a few weeks ago.
Like why?
Well, I could have done better in life, like many of us. But you've done well, and most of my friends have done. I make bad decisions, and now, because of the narrow break, it's not her fault. She had nothing to do with it. It's just...
You talking about Juanita?
No, she had nothing to do with it. I made mistakes before she ever came into my life. And then she appeared, and it's like the most beautiful thing I ever saw. Well, I shouldn't, but it's true. She's kind, she's sweet, but she's stubborn. Well, be suited to two stubborn people with fucking butt heads, eh?
Well, she definitely is knowledgeable on things, that's for sure.
She's very knowledgeable. That's one of the reasons she attracts me. Because most people are dumb as fuck.
No shit, right?
But she's not dumb as fuck. She's a lot of fun to sit and just, conversate with and just have a couple beers, a couple brandies.
Fucking brandy, Jameson.
I love whiskey better, but it's no big deal. I don't know, I'm sorry that I brought all this up.
Scott, download, man. Come on. That's what friends are for.
I would never be one of the proudest and the best people I've ever known.
Well, thanks, man.
No, seriously. I mean, Jeff would say this, I am, and my house would say this. My parents would say this. It's just, I mean, I wish I could see you more often, but you have your own business to tend, just as many of my other friends do. So I don't hold that against anyone. But I'm lonely and I'm depressed and just to be. I'm scared, Brock, to be frankly honest. If I go completely blind, I'm going to go crazy.
You're saying you're assuming that you would react to blindness and make yourself insane? Is that what you mean?
Brock, my life has become infinitely more limited ever since over the last 10 years. If I were to chart it, do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to fucking walk several blocks. I used to be able to do all. I can still do it, but it's become more and more difficult because I can't see where the shit. I can see her that.
Ash your cigarette.
No, but do you understand my point? I'm sorry. I really don't want to put that upon you.
No.
I mean, when you came last jail, it was like one of the happiest moments. There's Mr. Brock, you know. There's one of the best people I ever met, and I'm proud to consider you a brother. You know, even though it's been several years, I've always thought highly of you, and I always will. But and so does Jeff. And my parents would be immensely pleased to see you, of course. I know that. I feel that I've become an anachronism. You know what I mean by that?
What do you mean?
Well, that I'm just the person that people pull out of a corner. You know, to play role-playing games or whatnot. You know, and it's crazy as that redheaded chick is. Her and I have a lot in common.
Well, I'm sorry you feel like that, man. I sure hope you wouldn't think that I would treat you in that respect. It's just...
I know you wouldn't, but you have your own business to tend.
I know, but by definition of that, the way you feel, it's like nobody pulls you out. I don't mean nobody. I hope you wouldn't think I would pull you. I am pulling you out because of an opportunity.
And and trust you me, I'm happy as the devil's bane. In other words, I'm very pleased. I was like, wow. When she said your phone number, I said, that's Brock. First thing I said.
I can honestly tell you I know what loneliness is also, Scott. I share loneliness, so I know what you're saying.
That's the only female that gives me the attention. You and Sexton.
Makes a person sad, you know what I mean? I've got my good friend across the street, Kevin, and if it wasn't for Kevin, to be able to walk across the street, sit in his garage, and fend off the bees and flies and freaking drink beer while he watches and flips channels between MASH and freaking everything else, I wouldn't have a friend, you know? I wouldn't have anybody to go bullshit with. Not without, like, making an arranged date, you know what I mean? It sucks.
You know, and
that's just me, though.
But that's part of my problem as well. I mean, outside of playing some role-playing games with my friends, you know, like Chicken or, of course, Rick is in Korea, so.
That's too bad, man. Too bad he's going to Texas, that sumbitch. He should come back to Beloit. He needs to retire to Beloit, man.
Well, go tell that fucking Vietnamese bitch whether that's gonna happen.
Is she Vietnamese or is she Korean?
She's Vietnamese.
How did he meet a Vietnamese girl? He should have met a Korean girl. That's where the army dudes goes, Korea. That's where he's at now.
She's fucking...
How did he meet a Vietnamese girl?
It's a long story.
Oh my gosh. You don't have to really tell me, but...
Hey, you know what? It was not even a 2-week courtship, sir.
Shut up!
I'm not making this up.
What?
Go ask... Fuck, Trevor hates her.
Wow. Her name is...
Knock.
Knock, yes.
I'm like, knock him up, you know? Fuck, don't even have an heir by that fucking bitch. But yet, he takes care of all her goddamn relatives.
No way.
I'm not making this up, sir. He gets his allowance. He's got his role-playing books. He gets his alcohol.
He gets an allowance. He's a lieutenant colonel. Do you know how much money he makes?
He is a full colonel, dude.
He got... What?
He is a full fucking colonel.
He makes like $7,000 a month. Do you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Don't make me fucking Google what a active duty colonel makes. Plus he's overseas. Plus BHA, BAQ, dependence pay.
You know this, yes.
Oh my God, man.
I'm not making this up, dude.
He's rich as fuck. And she gives him an allowance?
Yes! I'm not making this up.
Oh my God. An allowance. You should have an allowance, Knock.
Now get a load of this. Now listen to me. When he bought that house in Texas,
It's only probably like a $200,000 house. He could pay that off in 2 years.
they bought it in cash.
Holy shit! Get out of town.
I'm not making this up.
Wow, good for him. I creeped him on fucking Google Earth. I joked with him.
No, trust me, I'm not. If he's happy with Knock, I'm not unhappy. That's not the issue here. The question is, okay, I'm the poorest son of a bitch out of all. And that's fine. Because you know what? I did what I did. I made a lot of mistakes in life. And I'm not entirely unhappy about it. Because you know what? I'm unhappy about my state in life. Tis true. But yet, I knew a lot of wonderful people along the way. People like yourself. People like Rick. People like, Travis, and beside.
Right.
And several people that you don't know. And I don't disrespect that, Brock. I just wish that I could be more helpful. That I had more of my own business to tend to. Do you see my point?
Yeah.
I am the most stubborn. Jeff fucking damn near bought me a condominium a couple of years ago and I refused.
No shit. He was going to buy you a condo just so that he could be closer to you?
Now let me explain. So, what happened was, I was to the point which is saying I might as well just go to Florida, right? Okay. So I agreed to it. And he put a bid on a condominium to go to the Tyrolean Hills, even though the fucking goddamn point, get a load of this, dude, was 55 feet above sea level
Yeah.
in Pinellas County. It was a golf course. I'm like, no, this don't make no fucking sense. But anyway, he put a bid on the condominium that was trying to be sold. He called me as I was sitting at my friend Richard Felger's house. Same guy that had PTSD.
Yes, Rick Felger, I know. Yes. City of Beloit Police Department.
Actually, township.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Township.
But you were there.
Yes.
And I said, okay. Jeff calls me and said, well, the guy rejected my bid. And I'm sitting there with Richard Felger and says, I don't want to move anyway. Because I don't want to move. I didn't want to move. The next day, he accepted his bid. If that man would have accepted his bid, I, as an honorable gentleman, and due to the circumstances, would have accepted it. Okay, I'll go to Florida. I would have. Do you think I would purposely stiff my brother of money?
No. So what does that mean, though?
My brother continuously fucking talks about how I never planned for the long term, and it's just the short term, and blah, 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 blah,
Does he realize you don't have a fucking income that's considerable to sustaining long-term fucking planning? You don't, do you?
No, I didn't.
Your income basically sustains you month to month, doesn't it?
A little bit better under the right circumstances, yeah. But you're right. And he understands that to some extent. But and I tried to tell Jeff, it's not like I would never stiff my brother out of money. But see, the war between him and Juanita, and I'm going to explain this to you, is that her and I have always had, and everything else, but she dropped this treetop lover in my fucking goddamn inconvenience.
What do you mean? She dropped a what?
Do you ever remember the old, God, what's this? Oh, what's that, what's the name of that singer? One of my favorites, actually.
What's that?
Jim Croce.
Oh, not like fucking Jim Croce song? You mean like the...
Bad Leroy Brown.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so she says to me because she needed a place to stay, and this was back in 2014.
That's when you were on the other place. Or was that while you were here?
No, that wasn't when I was here. That was when I was in Scoville.
2014?
Yes, well.
What are we in, 2017?
Yes.
So that was the other house before the fire?
No, it was after the fire. I ended up in Scoville.
What's Scoville?
It's a building downtown.
Oh,
a 7-story fucking building. Yeah.
I don't think I was over there at all.
Oh.
Never seen that one.
Because you weren't.
No, I was pretty busy myself working with the letter carrier job.
So what happened? I said, fine. You can stay here a few days. That son of a bitch came over and she fucking insisted. And I should have said no.
Who's that? Who came over?
Didn't matter.
Who?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. You're talking about Juanita was there, right? And wanted to stay? I'm trying to keep up with you.
And then she tried to drag her boyfriend in.
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, well, I don't know.
No, of course you wouldn't on that.
So she wanted to stay with you and you said okay, and then next thing you know she wanted to bring the boyfriend over?
Yeah, a week later, yes.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Oh, I was pissed.
Did you boot her out?
So what happened, I thought, because it was cold, it was the middle of winter. I said, all right. I gave it a limit. And I was sitting there getting drunk with all three of them. With her.
White guy, black guy, Mexican?
This is black as a goddamn Asian spider.
Oh my gosh.
And an asshole. Now.
Drug dealer?
No. Not that.
Stock trader?
No, just at my opinion at the time was an asshole.
Okay.
Even though he was nice to me. But anyway, because their situation was so desperate, because they were both homeless, he would fucking not only threaten her, he would threaten me.
Like what? Like make
Kill me. I'm not making it up.
Like, give me a quote that he might say. Like, explain to me what you mean threaten. Like, hey, make my food, you bitch.
I've watched her. I watched him fucking throw her across my kitchen.
What?
And I had my employees. You know what I'm talking about, these employees?
Yeah.
I had employees that said, dude, she's got shiners all over the fucking place and a busted nose.
Bullshit. So how did he threaten you? Like, give me, like I said.
Because to take power over her to make sure they weren't thrown out, he'd say, well, I'll kill Scooter.
I'll kill Scooter? I'm just going to kill Scooter? Like, how is that going to solve your problem with needing to live someplace?
Well, she certainly believed it.
What kind of an idiot is that? Like, okay, we're here to flop with Scooter. We got to use Scooter, but I'm going to kill him, and then we can continue to use him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
how dumb is that?
Exactly. That's what I thought at the time. And so I said,
what are you going to kill Scooter and stick him under the bed while we still stay here till he stinks? I mean, how dumb is that?
well, he is a dumb son of a bitch.
I mean, seriously. I'm not trying to make light of that, but seriously.
Fucking burn it out of here sometime.
You know, I'm just trying to make light of that, but seriously. I'm going to murder Scooter, and then what are we going to do?
So, it came to pass that, you know, and this is just a few days after Christmas. Actually, it was the 26th
Yeah.
of 2014. And I got so drunk in it, and then they started arguing over a toothbrush, and I said,
what do you argue over a toothbrush? They were using your toothbrush? Tell me no.
no, it was because his toothbrush fell on the floor and I pissed on it.
What the fuck?
And I said, fuck off. That's exactly what I said. Fuck off.
Scott, you didn't do it on purpose, though.
No, I didn't.
Well, why'd you piss on the floor? You just missed.
Yes, that does sometimes happen. And I said, she went, I'm serious, she went over by, you know where Beloit Mobile is, and the you know the place that was a few blocks from my house?
Yeah.
She went over there to get a goddamn toothbrush. And then she came back just pissed your shit. And I said, and I was drunk as shit. I fucking blacked out. Of course, I drank nearly a fucking half a bottle of brandy. And I said, fuck you.
I love drinking so much I black out.
I said, you're nothing but a goddamn wigger, and I've had enough of your goddamn nigger boyfriend, and I've had enough of this bullshit.
Right.
He treats you like ass. He beats the fuck out of you. You fucking had sex with me 3 times just to fucking pay him back, or whatever the fuck he does. And I said, you fucking don't have any business here. And I said the same with that bastard.
What'd she say after that?
Oh, she was crying and screaming. I got kicked out, fucking.
You got kicked out?
I got kicked out, fucking, a month later.
You got kicked out of what? The place that you were living at?
Yeah.
Why? Because of the volume of noise?
Shouting match.
Because of what?
That wasn't the only thing, but that was the biggest. Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, now you see, that's why my brother hates her.
Wow.
Because what happened was, is that I didn't have any place to move until 3 days before I was given 30 days to leave. Okay. I was told by a different location that I was fine. You know where the old hospital is?
Mm-hmm.
And they told me I could stay there. The paperwork was all set. I paid my bills. And I knew this because nobody would ever say that I never paid bills. Nobody ever said that. But what happened was that the bitch at fucking Skullville didn't care for me in the first place. So they misled me to believe that I was going to be ending up there. Just give me another beer, please.
Yeah.
But
Finish your thought, though.
what I'm trying to explain is this. It had nothing to do with her. It had nothing to do with anything. If she would have known, she would have been lost. I said, because she eventually deserted this bastard. This dude almost killed her.
So did you get kicked out and then she left him before you got kicked out, or was it after you got kicked out?
Simultaneous.
Okay, so you got kicked out, she left him, and then you got 3 days before you were supposed to have your 30-day notice ended, you finally found a place, right?
Which is this.
This place?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
A couple days later, and it was a strange. You were there.
I was there. It was at the Sahara.
But yes, whistle weren't real. And it was the strangest fucking thing. I'll tell you right now, I've wept at funerals, my friend. But that would be one of the worst. Do you know why? Because Richard Warren Nelson II, aka Old Man Nelson, was one of the nicest people to me, who actually paid more attention to me and would talk to me, and we would talk about personal things that most people would never understand. More so than my own parents. Did you ever know that?
I didn't know that.
True. I never addressed him as Rick Nelson, or Rick, or Dick, or anything else. You know what his name to me always was?
Mr. Nelson.
Yes, always.
Same with me.
And he thought that my father was overly ridiculous with me, but yet he'd let the kids get away with everything, like Chris Rasmussen, Travis, But he didn't say that till much later, until he was, married to a second wife, Teresa. Okay. And don't get me wrong, I have nothing bad to say about Stasha. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Stasha had never been nothing but nice to me.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, me and Mr. Nelson had a connection. When he said back in the late 80s, and he said, I'm hanging out with, early in the 90s and shit, I'm hanging out with Drac and the Rasmussen brothers next door to my house and shit. And he would say, look at those Hanks over there.
What'd he call them?
He called them Hanks.
What's Hanks mean? Just his word?
Brock Hustler, if you don't know that,
Hanks. Honestly, I don't know. I've never heard that term.
Oh my God, you not know that term.
What? Swear to God. I'm not messing with you, man.
As in Hank, as in the fucking goofball that didn't know what the hell he was going through because his parents treated him, he was dirt, Hank, like Hank. Do you remember, Hank is a go to the hypnotizer.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about now?
Yes.
So Mr. Nelson commented to Trevor. He said, so look at those Hanks over there. And there's Scooter, the king of the Hanks.
He called you King of the Hanks?
Yes.
Mr. Nelson did?
Yes. So Trevor came back and told me that, not long subsequently thereafter. And my subsequent comment was, he's right. If I were better than this, I wouldn't put up with any of you assholes. That's what I said. But nobody remembers all this. I will take criticism, Brock Hustler, and I will if I do not. Then I'm an ass. That was how many years?
Fuck, dude. 86? 7?
No, dude, this is about 1993.
Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't like that. No. And trust me, I'm not trying to condemn anybody. Well, I'm just trying to tell you the stories as I understood them. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you got a rare privilege. You talk to somebody who, in her, the deepest reaches of her heart, is in a bad care. But she's close. And I'm in love with that best. I'm not saying I'll ever marry her, I'll never be with her, but God, I wouldn't mind poking her a couple more times. But it's just, is that all I have to settle for after 30 some fucking years? Am I that much of a loser? In a sense.
Scott, whoever said you're a loser, that's fucked up.
I could have done better. But we all could have, right? And I'm sorry. I apologize. I shouldn't be like that. I shouldn't. I'm sorry. I gotta drain the vein like a racehorse.
All right, man.
No, I'm not gonna, dude. I'm happy to have you here. And I'm sorry to, sound so, dark and obnoxious. Please, Brock, don't think that.
Scott, man. That's what I told you, man. I just got done telling you. All you gotta do is give me a call and we'll bullshit. You don't have to fucking, disclaimer me. We're friends, right?
Yeah, but I don't want to make you feel so uncomfortable. My God, he's crazy.
What the fuck, man? We're hanging out having some beers.
Shit, the girl who sat next to me is crazier than I am.
And you're crazy in love with her.
You are correct, sir.
Go take a piss, man.
I ain't gonna lie. If I'm not in love with her, then I'm fucking insane. You couldn't tell that?
Yes, I could tell with the hug.
Without me fucking saying a word.
Gee, your lingering hug, I could tell. Oh, man. This PBR tastes good, dude.
No, but why, after all these years, why is it the only woman that I'm even interested in? How would that could possibly be? Couldn't there be somebody somewhere? Just knock this shit out from the days of Elaine Gill.
Oh my God, that name, Elaine Gill.
To Colleen Cochran.
Oh my God.
If you know that one, you're good.
Oh shit, we're going back to some fucking Wausau. Was it Wausau? Was that tournament?
No, it was way before that. Well, oh my God.
What? No, Waupun. Was it Waupun?
But Colleen was never in there. But
oh my gosh, Scott.
Jesus.
Go take a piss. I'll be hanging out here.
That shit's funny, dude. I mean, we're sitting there talking about the old ass shit.
Dude, if we had video cameras, I wish I had a video camera back then, especially the Waukesha, dude.
The Waukesha fight was the greatest of all time.
When the dude put you up under his hip, carried you out like a fucking log that he just cut down.
Oh, was I pissed?
You were swinging like a maniac.
Fuck that! I gotta get back with the troops. That's exactly what I said. I gotta get back with the troops, boys.
Oh, shit.
Things go on until somebody puts their head down.
Yeah. Shit.
And I remember back when you guys were West Shamites.
Right?
It might have been very few squares, but I can't recall.
So it was like 79, 80.
And I was debating with Kay Talley and various other people. I said, hockey. Yeah, I said, hitting is part of the game.
Yeah.
And I said, anybody that puts their head down, that's their own detriment.
Mm-hmm.
She couldn't believe that. Wow, Christ, her tits are so short. Well, that's obvious. It still is.
Yeah, but he was a good skater. And you know what? He could run circles around everybody. I remember him. Him and Brad, they both, together, they ran circles around everybody. Remember? They were like fucking hat trick skaters.
One of the best players, fucking Brad Strait. Actually, he did stay with them, huh?
Who?
It wasn't Rob Dowling. You've heard this name more than once.
Who?
There's three brothers.
Hawks.
Yep. Billy Howard.
Yeah, Billy Hawk was pretty good. Whatever happened to him?
He did well enough. It's just like anything else. Well, most of us, any of us, and of course I didn't skate, so I shouldn't say anything. It's not. I'm gonna put this. Damn, at least my stomach's warm. Anyway,
Is it too much hot sauce?
I think you put a bit. He didn't destroy me because he did. I tell you.
A little bit of hot sauce. I only put a little bit of the fucking Badia chili. The chili. What is it? Chili garlic sauce. It's the sriracha. That's what it is. Sriracha. But I put water in it. Come on now.
You sure finally can make her fall in love with me? I'll take it and did, isn't it?
Do you want me to order you a pizza instead?
What?
Do you want me to order you a pizza instead?
No, I'm perfectly fine.
All right.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Okay, so go back to Billy Hawk.
No, but that's what I remember. Because he was talking about Brad Strain and some little guy. There's no doubt in my mind, if you had skated with us back in 1986 and 87, sure, that we probably would have beat Madison one of these once.
Well, thanks, man. That was during that period of time when I decided I just wanted to go to Harlem High School and rather than try to live in your house, you know what I'm saying? It was a weird period of time, you know?
Well, there'd have been two paths.
How's that?
In other words, we would have done it, and the Edwards probably would have done it. So I don't know if she and your mom didn't agree with the idea. So
What do you mean the Edwards? You mean me living at the Edwards house?
well,
Well, I don't know. I know me and Eddie fucking hung out. We had good times together too. It's just that I think I put my foot down and said, I don't want to play hockey rather than give up my opportunity to go to Harlem High School, you know?
and what did you gain there? But of course,
Well, it's not even that I gained anything.
yes. Open the door. You helpless?
No, they walked off. Kids. It's kids. Not here! They're not here!
I know what you're saying, though. I just remember that one girl.
Which girl? Dude, there were some girls back in those days.
I better look back in those days than I do now. Not getting a piece of ass, but
Just to look at, yeah? Oh, man. Oh, the days, man. I still remember the story of, oh my God. Remember? Dude, you gotta tell it. Where I was supposed to be with you guys at some fucking dinner, and then next thing you know, I was off with Elaine. It wasn't Elaine Gill. It was when we were in Waupun, wasn't it?
Let me explain.
Was it? Who was that?
Let me explain. I very obviously you remember. If you would trust me.
Because I was like hanging out to try to get for you, dude.
No, you're fine. Now listen, let me explain. So what happened was the high school team
Yeah.
was at a tournament in Beaver Dam.
Is that where it was at?
Yes, Beaver Dam.
All right. And I was left with you guys.
And so was the Bantam team.
Okay.
So, and they knew about you because we talked and everything else.
Yeah.
Nobody being malicious or anything like that. And when you're talking about what's her name, you weren't referring to her. You weren't referring to her.
Who?
Elaine.
All right.
What you're referring to is Pam Austin.
Oh, Pam, that's right.
Which had me jealous as shit.
Why? Because I was hanging out with her?
That's all. Gotta drag it, rack it out, you know.
I wasn't being a traitor, dude.
I didn't say you were. I even understood it then.
I was trying to fucking get with her to, like, hang out with you.
No, but see, at first, because my problem is, and that's cool, because I understood what you're saying, because I understood that even then. It's just, I'm just saying, I tell it as I emotionally or physically thought about it for a brief moment.
Right.
So, because you're so popular, because we had one restaurant in Beaver Dam.
Yeah.
We had dinner, and you left early, and I'm sitting there drinking with my uncle.
And how the hell did I just leave early? Like, who am I going to go with? Because I probably realized it. I was only like 14 years old, wasn't I? I couldn't have been that old.
14, 15.
Anyways.
I mean, I kind of knew what direction we're going.
Your parents were so mad at me.
Because they thought, damn, it wasn't so much. It was like, what the fuck did we know? I don't know. I had an idea. I mean, because you had women like there, not only Pam Austin,